Hey, good morning to you. Welcome back to the Morning Minute Meditation. Paul sends Titus to the island of Crete to ordain elders in every city, and then as well to instruct the believers there how to live their lives in their local communities and to be good citizens. It is in chapter number 2 that he begins to talk about the work ethic of the people of God and how important it is for Christians to be good workers. In verse 9, he makes this statement. He said, "Exhort servants to be obedient unto their own masters and to please them well in all things, not answering again." In layman's terms, he is simply saying that a good Christian worker does his or her job to the best of their ability without shooting off their mouth at their boss about their disagreements about what's being done on the job. It is then that he says in verse number 10 that they are not to be purloining. In other words, the word purloining means to embezzle or to hold back. He says that if you're not giving your best to your employer, you are embezzling from them. He goes on to make this statement that as we are good Christian workers, he said what happens in turn is that we show a good fidelity that they may adorn the doctrine of God our Savior in all things. He is saying that my work ethic becomes a Christian witness of the gospel of Christ. We refer to this as lifestyle evangelism. There are those who kind of frown on the terminology lifestyle evangelism, but you cannot have an effective confrontational evangelism without a lifestyle to back up the gospel message that you're presenting. It is sad to say that in many fields of work, Christian people are deemed to be very poor at it, and they don't function well on their job. It's sad that we as Christians have testimonies as being lazy and worthless individuals as working people. My son works in a plant, and he will very quickly tell you that a lot of the people that talk religious stuff are terrible workers inside the plant, while some of the worst as far as their morals are concerned happen to be good workers on the job. This ought not so to be. It was Martin Luther in his writing on this topic made this statement. He said, "A Christian shoemaker is not a good Christian shoemaker just because he puts crosses on the bottom of the shoes." He said a good Christian shoemaker is a good Christian shoemaker because he makes quality shoes. He said God is impressed by good craftsmanship. It is important that we learn this. The American workforce is the most pitiful it's ever been. Jobs that used to require you to receive a 4-year degree to get a job, now you can get that same job if you can simply breathe and fog up a mirror. People simply don't want to work. But it ought not to be said of the child of God. Hey, I want you to have a good day, but I want you to get to work having a good day. Think on these things today, friend, and have yourself a great day.